going through some of our personal favorite GNR shows in history.
We're going to rank them
based on like significance or, just performance of the songs overall and
quality
a lot
of the
other
show.
Yes.
So we've come up with... All right, so let's start with Rock in Rio 2001. For most of us, that's the first time we saw GNR in its latest form. As far as quality of the performance goes, there were some things that wasn't so great, but I think overall that this was a solid show.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it started out really strong. Like, dude, like that like intro to Welcome to the Jungle gets you going every time. But like, I feel like in that show, especially in the Rio show, I feel like it starts up strong. Then it kind of like, you can tell by like Axl's like voice and his performance, it like slowly goes down a bit. I mean, like, there are some significant moments in this concert. Get that guy out of here.
Yeah.
And okay, never mind. He's playing this really.
Well, I think we both agree that was for what it was, and for as long as we had it, that was a really good show.
Oh yeah, this was significant wise for sure. It's like, the history and impactfulness. Yeah.
But then a couple of years ago, or was this just last year, that we got
Which
House
one?
of Blues 2001?
That was 2018, almost 2 years now, actually.
Wow. So this was kind of the, would you say, warm-up show to Rock in Rio 01?
Essentially, yeah.
From what you've seen, and I've seen it too, and I enjoyed it, and it was really cool to get to see it, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that this was better than Rock in Rio 01?
In my opinion, honestly, I'd say yes. Because Axl's more consistent in this show. Like, much more with, especially, like, his performance and vocals and everything. And
well,
maybe
he wasn't
me,
getting pissed off?
No, not at all, actually.
I think sometimes Axl getting pissed off can make some pretty entertaining moments.
Yeah, there's definitely times. But, like, here he was actually, like, not a dick. Before they were playing, went to play Patience, where the crowd was like, oh, welcome back. Welcome back. And if you, like, watch the pro shot, like, the video of it, you can see him, he's, like, actually trying to fight back tears and stuff. So, like, it's very, like, emotional in that sense. Because that was, like, his first show in, almost 7 years? And he fucking killed it.
All right. Okay. So I think I can agree with you. We'll put that one on top here. Do you have a contender you want to put against this one?
Fuck it. Let's throw some user illusion stuff at that.
All right. The 91 tapes.
Yeah.
Okay. So those came from Tokyo, Japan.
Mm-hmm.
This was my personal first real exposure to Guns N' Roses. There were 2 of these, and this is all I remember. For a long time, I didn't know there were 2 of these tapes. I just always thought that tape closed with November Rain. Later on, I found out there's a whole second tape to that, and so that was really cool to watch as a grown-up. But as a kid, I had tape 1.
Yeah, I was at the opposite. I actually had the second one.
Oh, the one with Paradise City and You Could Be Mine?
Yeah, I had the second one, like, on DVD I got from, like, a fucking Chinese flea market for, like, $5.
Nice. You've seen this show. I've seen this show. It has a special place in my heart. But the question right now is it better than Vegas 2001? House of Blues. Because now, here's the pros for Illusions 91. This was Guns N' Roses in its peak. You had, I don't think Izzy was there, but you still had Gilby and Matt.
Yeah.
Dizzy was there. Then you also had, like, Teddy Zigzag or whatever his name is.
You had the whole band, the whole backup there.
What was the girls' names? Tracy and Roberta?
Yeah.
Of course, you had Axl, Def, and Slash.
Yeah.
To me, it was an introduction into a whole genre. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. So to me, I'm going to be a little more biased toward this one anyway, so I think this should be your call. Is that better than House of Blues 01? What is your experience with the 91 tapes?
Not really much experience, because I saw it like a few times, whatever, the second half, so I watch it here and there, but no, I was still, I don't know, maybe it's me, but like I'm just like a sucker for like that like new GNR era, just because it's more like, I don't know, it's like, hey, it's Axl on his own, but he's still, holding the fort. So I think like I'm still putting the House of Blues 01, because that's a show we never thought we'd ever see, any sort of hardcore GNR fan. And now we have it. And, like, I listen to it a lot more now. I listen to, like, a lot, like, constantly, that show.
Sure.
One of my favorites, yeah.
I go back and forth. Like, I go around. I like all eras of GNR, so I'll happily check out any of the lineups from this band. As far as Rio '01, I'm sorry, but I'm going to put the Illusion Tapes in my vote for that one. It's not better. The Illusion Tapes is still better than Rio '01.
Yeah, definitely I would give it that. But like House of Blues for me is my number one right now.
What about Rock Am Ring 2006?
Ooh, it's interesting. See, wow.
This is the era where Axl had the cornrows.
Yeah, this is '06 Axl, like peak fucking Axl. Like he was fucking good here.
Oh, he was really good. I think it's definitely peak of the new GNR era.
Yeah, I agree because they still have Robin Fink there.
Robin Fink. Andy looked human.
Yeah, for once. This is Hollywood Jesus Robin Fink.
That was a little distracting when you had him and Buckethead, and they were just like weirding you out throughout the damn show.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like even like going back to like the Rock and Rio show, it's just like here's Axl Rose and like this island of like misfits. It's like we just picked up like random fucking action figures out of a great value bin, and here's what you get.
Oh man! But see, like by the time Rock Am Ring came along, by the time this show came along, that House of Blues band had evolved and morphed. Yeah, they'd lost a few people, and they'd picked up some new people in the process. But I think that quality-wise, of the people playing the instruments and singing the songs and stuff of that era, I believe Rock Am Ring '06 beats House of Blues '01.
It definitely could. Like my only flaw was like it was kind of a short show. Like it wasn't like a super long show that one Rock Am Ring. I don't think it even hit like 2 hours a show, which like now it's like uncommon.
Well, I mean, when you're there, all right, when you're in the audience, a 3-4 hour show is nice to have. That's an awesome good time. Mm-hmm. When you're sitting at home on the couch, does it need to be that long?
I'd say the longer the better.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Vegas '01, we're going to take Rock Am Ring, we're going to put them up here together, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was Rock Am Ring '06 better than the 1991 Illusion Tapes?
Because now we're like comparing eras, basically, comparing lineups.
Yeah.
With GNR, which is just like, it's so tough because...
The 91 Illusion Tapes is that era at its peak.
I think it was a little later. I think around like beginning of 93.
Well, of what I have seen documented, that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like I said, I'm biased toward the Illusion Tapes anyway.
Yeah. And
so that's a tough call to make, too.
I don't know. I guess maybe like for me, because I'm much more of like a younger Guns N' Roses fan, and like I was only really alive for like the Chidem era. And just because it's still so fucking mysterious about the whole going-ons of everything there. Like, I don't know, it's like something keeps me like glued to that sort of era and wanting to know more about it and like more answers and more of this fucking music that was there.
Yeah.
So maybe I would probably like take the shows from '01 to like now or to 2016 or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So we will leave House of Blues Vegas and Rock Am Ring up there on the same scale, and let's see.
I'll say those are the top two for sure right now. Since we're talking about the modern day stuff, let's do 2017, the Forum, California.
This one is the longest GNR show in history. It happened at the Forum. It was 4 hours long.
Just about, I'd say, yeah.
To me, of the reunion era, this was
the NITL era.
Yeah, this was my favorite of the shows, just because Axl sounded so good, and you got good sounding Axl inconsistently on this tour.
And yeah, especially since it was broadcast live on Sirius XM, almost 40 songs. Now, mind you, there's but then again, there's so many damn covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not going to count Heaven's Door. That's basically a Guns N' Roses song, but.
But see, this is a cool era because what you get leftovers when the Chidem era finally collapsed in 2014. The people that survived were, of course, Axl and Dizzy, Fortus and Frank.
Yeah, that too.
And then Melissa Reese came in, so she's the only real new person here. And then Slash and Duff came back. So you got a mixture of the Chidem era. The Chidem era is definitely paid homage to in this.
Oh yeah, like,
in this setting.
1, 2, 3. They play like 7 or 8 songs from that album in this show.
But I mean, even things like The Seeker came along in the Chad M era tours.
Mm.
And they've done a good job on this era of introducing, even though I don't like Wichita Lineman anymore. At first it was kind of neat.
Yeah, but it grew old.
Oh yeah, it got old quick. And having Duff Back to Play attitude, that was really cool. That was I love that shit. Double Talking Jive is back. Dead Horse.
They brought Coma back.
Not by the time this show happened.
Yeah, that would be 2 years later.
But this show is part of what led to what I thought we got a great little era there so far. I'd love to see where it's going to go. But is that better than House of Blues or Rockin' M Ring?
I think it's like right underneath those, I'd say.
For me, I'm going to say that Rock Am Ring was cool, but I think we talked about this before we got started. The visuals, like Rock Am Ring has visuals. House of Blues has visuals. House of Blues ain't an official production. We weren't even supposed to see that.
I mean, technically it is, but like someone decided not to destroy the copy. Thank you. But.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
I can see the significance of it. I can't put in good conscience say that Rock Am Ring is better than the 2017 Sirius show.
Okay.
I think I like it better than Rock Am Ring, but I still don't know. I'm still torn. I'm like with you on the House of Blues tour show as well. I don't know. That's my number one right now. But that's okay. We can put them equally if we have 2 winners at the end. I mean, it's not like we have rules here.
Yeah, we just listed a bunch of shows and we're just talking about them here, basically.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. Chicago House of Blues 2012. The one that we've covered, especially when Rick was on, a lot on this show. To me, it holds a significant place because that night was fucking hell.
For you, yes.
For me.
Well, I guess for Rick as well, I guess.
Well,
in his own way.
Oh, yeah, he just died. I mean...
You just had a Nikki 6, that's it.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, he wasn't on drugs or anything, but...
There you go. That's like your almost famous moment.
Jesus. But,
definitely. Yeah.
Where does it rank? Snapping out of that aspect of it, is it better than Vegas 01? Honestly, show-wise, if you took out my story out of it, probably not.
Yeah, saying like I've never seen anything from the show, besides what you and like Rick have said, from your experiences there. So for me, it's probably going to be like closer to the bottom, just because I've never seen it. Okay, I know it was on like a pay-per-view thing, so but I still haven't found anything.
I'll tell you this much. So it's not going to be number 1 for sure, but there's a scene when they play Night Train where this man's girlfriend is up on his shoulders, and she takes her boobs out, and the camera cuts to her for a second during Bumblefoot's guitar solo. And then the camera points to Bumblefoot, and you see him looking at his guitar, and then the camera points to him just as he takes his eyes off his guitar and starts to scan the crowd, and then you see him see it. And then you see this big old grin come up on his face, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
look, JR, puppies,
they're everywhere." So compare that to that show to Rock Am Ring 06.
06.
Yeah, 06. I got to give it to 06. The 91 Illusion tapes. I got to put it above the 91 Illusion tapes for me. What do you say?
It's going to be below.
Below?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got another tied slot there.
Yeah.
Put those there. Last but not least, Ritz 86 on MTV.
The classic. The legendary.
The first, really.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is where it gets hard.
Yeah. Jeez. Like... We came up with a list of the stuff, like just iconic shows, but like, and then this, the whole decision of comparing eras and significance than Axl's performance, which, at the Ritz was fucking phenomenal.
Is that better than the 17 Sirius show? I think it's better than the 17 Sirius XM show.
Yeah, I would give you that, just because that was a different time in GNR history. That was the more raw, like, sleazy era, where then you're comparing that to 2017, where it's like, oh, look, we're fucking making money hand over fist here. So, yeah, I would definitely put, the Ritz over
House of Blues?
Oof. It's tough.
Better?
It's tough. I don't know if anything can beat that right now.
What's weird is they're both the same because of the bootleggedness of the House of Blues show. Really, the Ritz 86 show is the ones you get nowadays is about the same quality as the House of Blues one. And how funny is it that the two that had the crappiest quality are the two that are at the very top right now? But I mean, shit, that's just video production. As far as music goes, this shit was epic.
Yeah, well, really, like both those the Ritz and the House of Blues, whatever, were like basically VHS quality, anyways. So that's kind of what you expect. The VHS quality shit. There was no DVDs in '86. There were in '01, but they probably weren't going to release it then in '01 on DVD.
All right, so here's our order right now. At the very bottom, we've got Rock in Rio 2001. Since the Illusion tapes and the Chicago Blues, or House of Blues, were two of mine, I'm going to make the call and put the 91 Illusion tapes next.
Okay.
And then the Chicago. Because the thing that was mainly keeping these on the board was my personal experiences with them. So I'm going to put Illusion tapes there because I just watched it on TV. And Chicago House of Blues, I was there, so that one's going to go up. But Rock am Ring 06 is, let's see, 765, number 4.
Okay.
Number 3 is the 2017 Sirius XM California show. And then we're tied. What's number 2 and what's number 1? You guys tell us. How about that? And then you guys go on and vote. Which is better? And let us know. Is there some that we left out that you think should be included? If we get enough feedback and enough
Yeah, well, definitely.
We'll revisit this again and see where they rank then.
For sure. And we'll think of some other, I guess, GNR countdowns to do in the future.